Hello, always Dizzy here. Going to start with puzzle streak of 40 before I play any games, as I always do. I'm about a minute in here, and let's start. So yesterday was, I think, the best puzzle streak I've ever had in my life, because I did the 40 in like 16 minutes or something. Whoa. Hello, Ryan. Yeah, you missed. Did you watch yesterday's stream? I streamed at like very late. Did you watch it after the fact? I'm not sure about this other than just taking on G5, but we're not winning material or anything there, and it's. But I don't know what the alternative would be, so I don't know the follow up here. Yeah, I don't. I'm going to look at this with the engine. So I'm curious, had he just moved the queen somewhere? Yeah, this is a bad puzzle. Well, it was I think the best puzzle streak I've ever had in my life. Because I did the 40 in like 16 minutes. It was crazy. After having so many bad attempts lately, I just killed it yesterday. So I think I can take on E2. And I had a nap yesterday, and I think that might have helped because I was so tired the previous nights. My sleep schedule has been completely messed up lately, and I think that's part of why my chest has been so bad lately. Only partly. So F6 gives us a breakthrough. And this run is going pretty well too. I'm 4 minutes in, and we're at 21 here. Okay. I just ate 2 donuts and pizza, so I'm going to get pretty lethargic pretty quickly here. I can take and then fork, but we're still down material there. I do wonder if it's the lighting is affecting my. Cause my eyes suddenly feel tired. Suddenly feel tired once I put up the streaming lights. I've got streaming lights bouncing off the walls. I wonder if that. Yeah, I'm not a healthy eater. Hello, Humberto. And that's all I ate today. That's all I ate. I didn't even drink today. And I just ate that about 20 minutes ago. I forgot to eat and drink. And that's what and then I scrambled to get food. So then I picked up the donuts and pizza. Yeah, my diet is lacking. Yeah, so this one's tricky. I mean, the only thing I can see off the bat is this fork. But we'll be down. I mean, he'll have 2 knights for the rook at the end of that. So I don't love that. I'm West Coast, so it's 9:26 p.m. here, 25. This one is tricky. I do have a lot of pawns, so it's possible that I could do this. Ah, really? A rook and 3. Well, 3 pawns and a rook for 2 knights. I'm gonna go with that. Because I don't see what else. I don't see what else it would be here. Is this the solution? If so, I hate it. I hate that. I hate that puzzle. Wasted my time because this is not so simple. Is it? Because 2 knights are tricky. I don't like that one. That was rated like 1500 too. Like I prefer white there, but that's not a simple ending. And it's rated 1500. Like that's a simple assessment. Okay, already whining. Okay, so we have a check. If he goes to e4, then I'm winning his rook. And so if he goes to f4, I think I can probably give a check and then another check, and then I'm going to win the knight. But it's still tricky because of this pawn. Yeah, and so he's actually going to give us. Yeah, so I could take the knight or I could take the rook. I think I want to take the rook. Okay, I also don't like that one. I am not a fan. And honestly, I do think it's something with the lighting now. As soon as I start streaming, I get instantly tired. It's too bright. In fact, I'm going to turn one of my studio lights off. If I can remember how. There we go. Okay, so and it doesn't affect the webcam too much, right? Oh, I think that already helps. I think it's the lighting. I think the lighting makes me tired. Oh, it already feels so much better. Just the bright lights when you're tired messes you up. Okay, focus, Dizzy. So we have a check he has to take. Oh, he also has a rook here on f8. So if I give a check, he has to take, otherwise he's getting mated. If I give a rook check, king h1, then it's mate. So this is all forced. And here we have a check. If queen takes, rook takes, should be good. If he takes with the pawn, then I can take his rook, or I can start with a rook check, and then he's getting mated. So this looks to be correct. And I do think I'm going to go rook g3 because it's mate next move. Actually, that's not true. That would be a big blunder because he can take with the queen. So we have to take the rook first. I almost fell for that. So equal material. Bishop g5, and I think his queen is trapped. So I still feel tired even though I turned off the lights, but I do think turning off the lights helped. So I can take his rook. And then I'm wondering if I could sack the queen here. No. Check. Can I just take the knight? So take. I'll be up a piece. So we're just taking the knight. Not the best puzzle. I don't think we're getting mated there. We always have this knight here. Now, if he does kick it out, that is a valid issue, honestly. The problem is he can never get his queen here easily because I'm always going to take this check. So I think I can just take here. So how about a check? I don't care about the rook because this should be mate in 2 here. How about a check this way? The problem is if he goes king d1, I don't actually have anything. So maybe his queen is trapped again. Bishop h4. And the king is just a red herring. He has bishop f4, or queen f4 rather. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I was looking at this. The reason I was looking at these moves, I thought I had a discovery for some reason. I thought my bishop could move this way. I thought it was a double check. Okay. The fatigue is kicking in. But yeah, so bishop h4. queen f4. I can then take on f2, not quite, but then I'm winning the queen. So I think his queen is trapped here. He is nowhere good to go. He has to take, and then we're going to win a little bit of material there. So rook e8. Okay. This should be a mate here. And I can take and then take his bishop. I'll be up a bishop. Yes, he has a pawn, but that is not going to be a fun time. I'm considering a check too, because if I give him a check, he only has one legal move, which is rook f5. But I don't know the follow-up. Yes, so I think I'm just taking the bishop, but that's not so clear to me. I don't like that one either. Not a fan. Not a fan. So we can't go here because he can just take. So how about I go king f2. And if he moves his bishop somewhere, I just push e2. That should be good. We are black. I just noticed that we have a queen. So maybe I go rook e5 because then I can converge on g5 here. If queen f6, I'm giving a check. I don't see how he survives that. Yeah, that would be mate there. This should work. Okay, so a bit of a strange move because I can just take and then... Wait, maybe it's not so simple. So I have queen g5, but that doesn't look that much better. Yeah, what's funny is that I actually think that this is winning, but because his pawns are not great, but I'm not so sure. That's still a bit tight. Yeah, because I can win this pawn. This might just be a bad puzzle, like take, and then check. And then I can take the d5 pawn. I'll be up a pawn. But I'm just up a pawn. I'm really not sure about that. It's only a pawn. Plus, I could be up a pawn this way. But I just don't like this because my king can't move. You know, he moves the king somewhere. And then I have to push the f pawn. And he's getting too active. So I am leaning towards this and then just winning a pawn. I think that's what I'm going to play, but if that's the solution, I'm not a happy guy. I don't like it. They got some terrible puzzles today. Yes, this looks decent, but it's not. It's like it shouldn't be a 1700 rated puzzle because I don't know. I don't like it. Downvote. Okay, moving on. So we are down a pawn. I am feeling tired. Probably from just eating. I gotta stop eating just once a day. If not, I'm not saying it's not. Well, it's just a bad puzzle. It's just a bad puzzle because it's not really a tactic, you know. But if not 1700, I don't know. I just don't think it should be a puzzle. I'm not because otherwise I would say it's overrated or underrated. It could still be a good puzzle, but it's just not a good puzzle. I think. Putting the light back on. Okay, where was I? White. So I think knight a4 should pick up the bishop. I think because he has to play queen b4, and then I think I can just play a3. Is it that? I don't know about that. Knight a4, queen b4, a3. Because he has queen. He's got a lot of things there. But no, he has queen c4. And then maybe b3, which is getting very complicated. Then I think I have b3. Okay, I'm going to play that. Yeah, so I think I have a3 and then b3 here. Very strange. And then b3. This was hard. Oh, wait. Sorry. Never mind. No, we take. Okay. We're down a piece. We're down a bishop. So I can get the rook back. So this will put me up the exchange. First, I have to trade rooks, I think. Well, maybe not, because he does have to move back. I might even have a mate here. He has 2 legal moves. If he goes to g1, this is going to be mate in 2. And if he goes to h1, then I probably take. Yeah, so I think we take and then take here. Okay, we have check. And then I can take the rook. That puts me up a piece. We have a check. It's a double check. So this wins the queen. We have a discovery. f6. f6 I can take. Yeah, I can take here. And then take. His queen might be trapped. Here? That traps the queen. Verifying. Looking good. His rook might be trapped. G4 he can't take because of the fork. A lot of trapped pieces. Although, if he takes here and takes, that's kind of hard to assess. He's got 2 minors for the rook. Oh, I can take here. Last one. I think I can just take that rook, can't I? Because then I'm winning his bishop. I'll be up to at least the exchange. And I think we just take the bishop. He does have a discovery, but then I can, ooh, then what? Wow. Look at that find. Then I've got queen f7. And if rook f1, I'm finding all these incredible moves here for both sides. No, I go queen f6. I go queen f6. We go here. And I'm done. I'll get one wrong on purpose now. So that took me 27 minutes. That's a good time. That's a pretty good time. Not as good as yesterday's, but I will take it. Especially because they gave me like 2 or 3 terrible puzzles in there that took up a lot of my time. Yeah, 27's not bad. Not bad. Now we play a game. Okay, here we go. Dutch. Dutchy Dutch, 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 Dutch. Are we gonna do it? No? Well, I could still do it. Let's go here though. And castle. And if he's not going to fianchetto there, I will fianchetto here. Oh shit. I kind of forgot about queen f3. I'm okay here, but yeah, I forgot about queen f3. So queen f3, knight c6, d5. Hello, Check-in loves MSG. So knight c6, queen f3, d5. And if I take, he doesn't do it. I'm happy about that because that would have been annoying. Okay. So I could go d6. I might go a5 actually, just to stop b4. Because if I play d6, he might have b4. So a5 is kind of typical in the Dutch. Now I have knight e4, just trading off knights, but also what this does is it opens up this bishop to control g5, because when I play d6, knight g5 can be a move which targets e6, and that's a pain in the butt. So it just opens up the bishop, it allows d6, and then it just trades off pieces here. Okay, so probably d6 now. Or no, wait, I might want to trade this off. Yeah, I think I'm going to trade this off. I guess I'm going to take this bishop. I'm used to taking the knight, but let's take the bishop. And then I'm thinking d6 because why not? Why wouldn't we? So we will. And then I often do this transfer, but I think it's not really good. Interesting. Interesting move. So I could go c6, I could go d5. I don't really like either option. If he moves, I guess he has to play knight d3 then. And then I'm wondering if I have something like e5. That could be kind of amazing, right? Because that forces knight d3, I think. From what I can see, that forces knight d3. And then e5. Because I'm threatening e4 there. But then he can just take, actually. Can he? No, he can't. He can't. His queen's undefended. So this could be a pretty crazy move. That's a crazy move. c6, knight d3, e5. Very ambitious. Then he needs to, he might have to play e4. And I'm not sure what I think about that. I guess I could take here. Okay, let's try that. It's a very different way of playing. Like it's ambitious. I didn't have to be, I could have just traded bishops here and had a fine position. 8 viewers, hello. But I think I'm pushing, not pushing the envelope, but I'm not playing comfortable chess. Like I'm playing tough moves. This is a tough move. Because it's not a comfortable move. I had a lot of comfortable moves. I could have traded. Well, that was probably the only realistic move there. But this is too interesting not to play. So I don't know what he's thinking about here because I think he has to play knight d3. Yeah, and then we go e5. I guess he could still take, but he can't recapture. Then he's going to have to play like bishop e2. But then I've gotten everything I wanted in life. These pawn on e5 and f5. My pawn structure looks like chicken's hair. I don't know what that means. Okay, so he does back down. Now what? I didn't really have a plan. I don't want to play c5 because he locks it down. I mean, I could do that. It's kind of a stonewall-y type structure. I could take. And then bishop g5 is, you got f4, and he's got a lot of stuff there. I have knight d7. Yeah, that was a patient move from my opponent. I might go c5 and let him close it down, and I'll play it kind of, I don't know how to play the stone wall, but yeah. So at first I think I want to improve my knight. My bishop can always reroute itself afterwards. My opponent just wrote, because I wrote, when I started the game, I wrote good luck, and he just wrote, thinks, friend, I think he meant thanks, friend. But he wrote thinks, friend. Let's see, where is he from? Algeria. Okay. So I could play e4 because he's not getting in here ever. But he does have a nice bishop. What would this do? I think I will play that though. It seems fine. And this is not a real target. He always has b3. Where do I put my pieces? Maybe bishop f6. Let's play that right away. Because now if he plays b3, okay, somebody wants this pawn. I can move the knight or the queen. Or the bishop. Doesn't make sense to move my knight, so I think I have to go queen e7 here. Which is uncomfortable. I mean, I could bring the bishop back, but I think this is what we're playing. This is a bit uncomfortable for me. How do I get... Yeah, I don't like that knight. That's a nice knight. I don't really want... This is my good bishop. I don't want to trade that off. Okay. It's going to stay there then. It's going to stay there. And I might go g5 at some point. Not now, though. Let's move the king. We're not in a hurry. And then at some point, I might have to break on g5. I don't really like what it... Like, his rook is very good. He's playing very well. Yeah. Okay, he liked my idea. Yeah, I'm so tired. I gotta stop eating all the carbs, eh? I'm just so tired here. I don't know what to do. I mean, I don't know what to do. I mean, because he gets in here. Okay. We're going to go rook g8 so that my knight can maybe remaneuver, and then I want this bishop. I don't know. I need to trade these two pieces, I think. That's going to take 1 million moves. Carbs in the light. I honestly do think the lighting is part of it. But probably just like 10% of it. Eating for the first time at like 9 p.m. and having literally not drank a single drop or eaten a single thing all day might be the other part. Maybe. I have to work on that. It's oh my God, my time. Okay, shit. I don't like this. He's got h4. I guess he doesn't, but... Oh, I didn't realize that I'm just giving him this pawn. I got distracted. Distracted myself. Okay, maybe I can bring the knight here. I didn't want his bishop coming here. It's so strong. Yeah, he played very well. He played positionally very well here. Yeah, now he locks that in. I messed up there. I should have taken. Didn't want to. Yeah, put this knight on h7. I guess I could go bishop h4 and then put the knight here. Okay, let's do this first. He wants this. I never should have given that pawn. It's kind of disgusting. And I'm going to take that. Well, you'll be happy then, John. Okay, I might take this knight. I have potential with this pawn. This is going to kill me, though. Bishop g6. I'm never doing anything about that. My light squares are dead forever. This is really, really, really bad for black. I just got outplayed here. The knight on b5 was very good from him. And then I dropped a pawn here. I never should have allowed that knight on b5. Yeah, so he goes for this. Okay, we need to, oh shit, fuck. He didn't see it. Okay, let's take that now. well, we can. And then come in here. But yeah, I gave him a pawn for nothing. Yeah, we take that. Okay. So now what? Make a move. He does have double pawns, so there's chances for us to hold here. If he goes b4, I'm taking with the c pawn. That's still kind of dangerous, but it gives me connected pass pawns. I mean, you could say the same thing this way, but I don't want him to give him the a file. Okay. So go here. Could offer a queen trade, and that would be an interesting trade. I'd be down a pawn, but it's rook and pawn endgame. Ooh, it's very tempting. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. So we're down a pawn, but rook and pawn. I would prefer to have two rooks. Okay, let's go back here. I think with proper play, this is a draw, but then I have to play properly. Okay. Burning a lot of time here. I'm trying to get this rook. I don't know if I even want to allow this, so I'll just keep it here, right? So he wants this. Yeah, he wants that. Well, we have no choice. Wait, what am I talking about? You can't even play there. I've got a pawn. Yeah, so move the king somewhere. Then this moves. Oh, crap. Is that a problem? It's a problem. So, okay, so we blockade that. Then continue the king somewhere, and he's going to have to prove that he can win here, but there should be a draw with proper play. Oh crap. Okay, no, it wouldn't have worked. Okay. If I put a rook here, did that do anything? And then push. Take. I could win a pawn there. Look at that. You see? Boom, 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 boom. This is very dangerous. Oh, this is so dangerous what I'm doing. It's so unnecessary. I could just move anything, like the king or here. This is so unnecessary. I'm wasting so much time trying to be tricky. I'm trying to win a pawn, but I shouldn't try to win a pawn. I should just move the king back and forth, really. That's what I should be doing. If he ever plays b, he wants to double up in b4, it shouldn't give him anything. I wasted like 20 seconds trying to be tricky winning a pawn. I should have just moved back and forth. I'm being too ambitious. I just realized this is kind of weak. But he can't get to it. I've created a fortress here. I just realized he gave me a pawn. But then this pushes. So I can go here now, maybe, because now I'm threatening to take. So he has to go here. And then I'll just move this somewhere. I'm threatening to take. Potentially I am. Oh, come on, mouse. Cost me 2 seconds, mouse. Okay, let me think. What's he doing? I don't know if I want to be pushing that. Oh, that was a lot of air that I inhaled there. Whoops. Whoops. That's too bad, eh? Yeah, the games I play, the quality is so bad. The ways I lose. It's just silly. Just silly. I was thinking d5, c4, but tempting. Just trying to create some weaknesses, so Really? Okay. H4 maybe? Knight H5. H4, knight H5, G4. Then he can take knight here. I have knight G5. Yeah, that would be winning. Yeah, so I think I have G4. Okay. I don't know. I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but yeah. But the question is, what am I threatening? Because I can't actually play H5. But I might go for this little thing, this little maneuver G3 Rook H1. So where do we want this bishop? I was going to put it on A2, but I might put it on D3. He's got C5 coming and C6. He's my opponents are too organized. Bishop D3, C6, C5. Yeah. So I am going to keep it on this diagonal. I like this one too, though. Okay, we're going to go here. So I might go G3, King G2, Rook H1. I forget where I first saw that. It was like a book or a course or something. Might have been The Art of Attack. Might have been actually Zurich 1953. Might have been a game from there. Some sideline annotation. Okay, interesting. Interesting. So I could still go G3, I think. Or can I? Because then maybe takes knight here. I'm still okay, I think. Oh, what's going on here? This position. Maybe reroute the knight. Even here. I don't love him getting this bishop G4 move in. This guy is so good. Oh my god, what a move. So maybe G3, bishop G4, knight H2. Okay, whatever. We gotta play something. What a move. This incredible move, bishop C8. Yeah, so I'm thinking knight H2 here. Very interesting move, this maneuver. Crazy. Okay. Could sack it to get some time to get another piece in. Probably I shouldn't do that. It's tempting though. Okay, I won't do that. Yeah, I was thinking about sacking it, but I don't actually have much of an attack anyways, so Then what are we doing about this bishop? Maybe I can open up the queen side now that he shifted all of his forces over. Do I have, is this a move? No. I could take and then queen g4, h6, does nothing. Okay. Where's my knight gonna? Okay, we're gonna, this is, my knight's going to g1. Oh, I can't do it. Son of a, okay. We'll take away his defender. And now queen g doesn't work. Here. Okay, we're coming back here now. g4. So he's got to put the queen on a light square now. This guy is very strong. No, he escapes. So we push. King is lined up with the rook. Time to open the doors. I hate my bishop. This was a very interesting bishop move he did. Yeah, I'm not so certain about it. Can I go h5 and let him take? And then check. Okay, I'm going to sack a pawn here. Sacking a pawn. I'm not sure about it, but his king is right here. His king is right there. So I don't know. I feel like something should happen because all I need is the queen on g5. I guess his knight does protect f6. I just wish this bishop would pull its weight. Okay, we'll take and then check, and it's almost mate, you know? It's almost mate. So queen g5 now. f6, we take here. He's got this check. God damn it, not fair. Okay, check. It's just not fair. That's not fair. He just happens to have this. Okay. He just happens to have that. It's unfortunate, man. Check, and then he has f6 or h6. Not h6, but he has f6. It sucks. Yeah. Tough night of chess. Previous game, I just hung a piece, my rook. Although, to be fair, in that previous game, I wasn't winning. I was just holding a draw. This game, I don't know. He was very solid. So f6, I think I just go to g3. I could... No, I don't. Yeah, I have to go to g3. So go to g3. He goes king h8. Then I'm taking. So he might have to do something like queen e8 after. What? I guess he can do that. Why not? This is still happening. This knight is so strong. Oh, I hate what's going on here. Okay, try to get the knight into the game. f6 next. We go to queen g3. I got no time. I forgot about that pawn entirely. Okay, bring in the pieces. f6 finally. I'll still just come back. He might go f5 or something. I don't know. I have to bring in my pieces. I might go rook g2 next move, trying to double up here. Then I'm threatening to take. No, I'm not even though. So if it was my move, can I go knight g5, f6? No, okay, it goes there. This is a tough game. What a tough game. He just played so well. He defended so well. Open up. Open it up. Yeah. I wasn't sure where to put the bishop. You know, that was a tough choice. And I'm in time trouble now. It's starting to open up. So King G7, if he's so brave. I can go check here. I would do it too. I will do it. So maybe he's going to do this. So, but then he drops a pawn. So he might have to come back to G8. I'm looking at an interesting idea where I go knight f5, take, and then queen h. Oh, I can't do that. Okay. Yeah, he's finding every move. He's finding all the moves. He's good. Okay, trying to get the bishop in somehow. I guess I'll take here. Oh, crap. Okay. So we're just down like a pawn or two. At least 2 pawns, right? Yeah, 2 pawns. What's he thinking about? I mean, come on. You're thinking on the recapture of the queen? Sorry, my whining has started. He can take and then rook f2. Wow, this guy just destroyed me though. Strange opening and then, yeah, destroyed me. Like, he really did. He played very well. I don't know. I don't have time. He must be on dial-up or something. Like the queen recapture, he spent like 5 seconds on that. Or more. This guy destroyed me. I feel he should be like 2,300. Maybe not 2,300, 2,200. That's what I think. Check. Come on. No. Wow. And then he dominates, and then he just dominates my... Okay. Try this out. What a move. And then he did that bishop move. Oh, I want to look at this with the engine. I really do. I feel he played good. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe, you know, I like to make excuses. But I'm really curious to look at this with the engine. I really want to look at this game with the engine. Okay, let's see how long it takes him to take my rook. I'm going to go here. Yeah, you better think about taking the rook. It's a hard decision. Okay, I don't know. That game felt weird to me. I'm gonna look at that with the engine. I don't say that every game. I say it a lot of games, so. But that game felt kind of weird. But he might not have played well. But it felt weird though. I mean, like on move 4, I'm +2. I don't know. That game felt weird. By the way, I did get a guy banned. Can you see here? Yesterday. But that game, I don't know. That felt kind of weird. Look, that's the graph. I don't know, man. I don't know. That feels weird. That game feels weird to me. But his account is established. But people like playing donkey openings, and then the way he played some of those moves, like that bishop move, and then near the end when he did that other bishop move to dominate my bishop instead of just simplifying, like that was a crazy move he did. Whoops, I didn't mean to make a move here. And then like it took him a long time to do simple recaptures, like taking my queen, taking my rook. It felt strange to me. But his account is very established. So I mean, he's got 17,000 games on Blitz. Although, yeah, no although. Yeah, so his account looks super established. That's a huge point in his favor. So I don't know. He just played a brilliant game. I'll try to learn from it. So here, it is suggesting d5. I was actually considering d5 here. By the way, after this game, I'm going to take a break from Rapid on Lead Shots because I'm feeling, I don't know. It feels weird that I'm 2000 because I think I'm playing. I don't think I'm playing worse. I think I'm playing normal. Yeah, so I was thinking d5 here. Computer does like d5, but I just wasn't quite sure. I mean, I was thinking then c4. I guess I should have done that. Yeah, and then from here, he just outplays me. Bishop g5 is a computer suggested move, just to create some weaknesses. If knight f6, I think we can just take on e5. And it didn't like bishop g5, so I was too late on that. Losing my voice a little bit here. Yeah, a6. I mean, he just. So was it better? Yeah, I didn't like it. So it does want to put it. It wants to put it on an e2 or d3. Yeah, I just wasn't sure. I thought this might open up some point. And then this, I thought this was such an interesting idea. Bishop c8. Hello, Kabatana. Well played. I think you should be like 2200 at least. Yeah, book is boring. Okay. I mean, you can play book that is interesting. I think okay. Anyways, yeah, this bishop c8 move was very, very interesting. I mean, it makes sense because I have these light squares controlled here. And I've created some, like, I've really lost my voice. I can, and I created some light square weaknesses here, but this was a very interesting idea and the computer supports it. So are you on dial-up, Michael? I'm curious about that. Are you on a dial-up modem? or you have connection issues? I'm just wondering because some of your like recap. I'm just wondering why you spent time on some of the obvious recaptures. Maybe you just couldn't believe it's. Well, okay. So bishop g5. Computer doesn't like it. It wants to suggesting that black takes the bishop on h6 first. Why is this not as liked? Because it's saying that white can now take a knight h2, which is similar to what happened in the game. So instead, I don't know why this makes a difference. Not really sure of the difference. It's like the king is on h8 versus g7. Maybe it wants to put the rook on g8 eventually. Maybe that's the point. So it didn't like king h1. It says that this is a blunder. I forget why I played it. Oh yeah, because I wanted to put my knight on g1. But it wants to take. It wants this king on g7. I didn't really want it there so much because I thought he could play rook h8. I wasn't sure. I don't know why it likes this, prefers the king on g7. Yeah, there's something about this that I don't really understand. Knight h5. I don't really get it. Like, let's just say I make a random move. You know, we come back. f5. Yeah, I don't really see the big deal. Does anyone know why? What's the big difference? Like, why does it prefer to take on g7 so much? And it wants to make a move. Let's just say black makes a random move. Knight d1. Let's just say another random move. f4. Queen c3. Yeah, I don't. Why does it matter? Versus this. It doesn't like this. Queen d7. If I just make a random move. I don't know. I can't figure it out. I don't know the difference. I don't see the difference. Maybe it just doesn't want the queen on h6. Maybe it feels it's discombobulated somehow. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, moving on. Yeah, so this h5... Actually, well, g4 was... Computer actually likes g4. I wasn't sure about it. I was experimenting. It does not like h5, though. I was getting a bit low on the clock here. So that was... Yeah, computer hated that. I was actually fine before that. It just wants to hold tight here with f3 or other moves. But this was too much, dropping the pawn. I thought I had an attack, though. Computer says I don't. Yeah, it's just losing once I did the h5 move. Yeah. So I thought this queen oh, okay, never mind here. I was hard on him here. For some reason, I mean, obviously I'm a bit tilted. I thought he could only take one way. So he was deciding which pawn he wants to take with. But still, it's pretty natural to take with the f pawn. But yeah, so he had to decide which pawn he wanted to take with. My judgment was clouded when I was whining about that. But I thought this move near the end, this was, what a move. Bishop e2. It was such a strong move again. He dominates my bishop here. That's the top engine move. Bishop e2. I mean, if I flip the board, if I'm black here, yeah, I'm not playing bishop e2, I don't think. I'm not sure what I would have done as black. I was thinking the check. I was thinking this is, but then white gets active here, right? So yeah, okay. Anyways, I lost. Going to play another game. No, sorry. I'm switching to. I'm not doing. I need a break from rapid. I need a break from rapid. I'm going to play blitz. Oh, I had this not too long ago. You can play either. D6. Bishop b4. You can either go here or you can take. Both are fine. Let's go the sharp line. I don't think you can take an f7. Yeah, okay. This requires some thinking, though. I have to remember. I think we're taking. And then I actually think it's this really weird move for some reason. But that doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's got to be bishop d7. Actually, I think, yeah, okay, so it's got to be bishop d7, right? I think there's another move, though, that I'm not thinking of. Okay, and... yeah, I think there was another move that black could have also played there. I just didn't have time. Okay, and we do it this way. Look how fast my opponent is. Holy smokes. Okay, let's go here. He's like pre-moved everything. So if I castle, he's got bishop h6, boom, boom. Holy crow, who is this guy? 142 games. Okay, 8,000 blitz games. Yeah, how do I deal with this? Bishop f8 maybe. That's so crappy. Because I don't want bishop f6 because of knight here. I guess technically I could then go queen takes. Rook a d1. Rook a d. Okay, we're going to go for that. It goes there first. Okay, I could. Okay, let's bring this one in. So he does have an isolated d pawn. Okay, so if I go knight f6. Hopefully there's not something obvious I'm missing. Okay. I can blockade it with my queen. Kind of strange. Yeah, I think I'm overthinking things here. Okay, let's go. A5 is so, I'm unsure, but I don't really want him playing b4. So, okay, so we're gonna attack this. He is so fast. He is so fast. Oh, I just dropped this pawn? Okay. Didn't even see that. Okay, can offer him a trade. No, that's not a trade. Can I do that? Don't know. This guy is bonkers fast. I can't comprehend how fast he plays. I don't know if I should go h6 or g6 because there's pros and cons. I can take here. So I'm not sure about this. Take. Oh, I can't do that, eh? Are you crazy? I just didn't have time to calculate this. Take. Four seconds. Oh, I think he can take check and then check and then here. Yeah, he has check. I blundered. I couldn't keep up with his pace. His pace was ridiculous. He wins a rook here because he has his wish and dude. He's just up a full rook. Tough day in the office, man. This guy was just so quick. Bonkers. Okay. I mean, up a pawn, not... Oh, is he up a pawn? I thought he was up a pawn. I said a rook. But I thought he was up a pawn here. 3 seconds. Okay, no talking. This might do something. I should have done this last move. I'm wondering about this. It shouldn't work. I don't have time to think. My heart is racing. My heart is really racing here. If I win, it's going to be an all-time high. Whoa. Oh, all-time personal best, boys and girls. You've witnessed it live. I'm pretty sure. I think. I'll double check. But I think that's an all-time high. Which I need because I'm just getting killed on Lichess Rapid. Okay. Let's take a look. 2130. That's an all-time personal high. 2130 Lichess Blitz, March 30th. Yeah, I don't play too much Blitz or Bullet because I'm old, but the increment, man, the increment, I need the increment. Yeah, so did it update the graph? It did. So my previous best was actually, wait. Was it March 13th? I thought it was longer than that. I guess it wasn't that long ago. March 13th. Oh, that's funny. It's only like 2.5 weeks ago. I thought it was months. But I'll take it. So that's my graph over time. Oh, it's go here. So that's my graph over time. Not much of an improvement, but I'll take what I can get. At my age, setting a new personal best after so many games is much appreciated. So 2130, that's a win for us old guys out there. That you can still improve as you get older to a certain degree. 2130. Okay, let's take a look at that game. That was not it wasn't the most interesting game, but it was stressful. And it was extra stressful because I knew I was on the bubble for a new personal best. I probably should have said that before I started playing. I thought I did. So it was an Alapin. And so here, yeah. So here, I thought there's two different ways. I thought there was another move other than Bishop D7, and I think there is actually. I think it's A6. I think this might be a mistake, not a mistake, but a tiny inaccuracy, because I seem to recall something like pressure. Maybe I'm wrong. It might be another line I'm thinking of. Yeah, maybe it's a different line I'm thinking of. That A6 is better. So then we just have a normal position. This was a very annoying Queen G4. Not easy to deal with. I spent a long time. So I was planning if Bishop H6, Bishop F6, Knight E4, and then I was going to go Knight D5. I think, is that what I was going to do? No, I was going to go Queen takes D4. Which is a little dangerous because like if he has like F4, but I think I have G6. I think I'm fine. So but he didn't do that. And then he traded off his knight. I don't think he should have been trading pieces here. And yeah, I didn't see knight c5 at all, or rook c5. What happened to my voice? Oh, it just got so strained. I think I might be very sensitive to acid because the pizza had a tomato sauce and maybe that aggravated my throat. Otherwise, I don't know why. I just have a very weak voice. It gets worn out after an hour of talking. Very strange. Yeah, and then so here I burned some time here. I didn't want to play passively. I mean, I guess I might have been able to play rook cd8 or rook f c8. And then I was very low on the clock here. I was thinking about taking on b2, but then I thought he had rook c8 check. And then after rook takes, I guess I would have actually been okay there, right? I could have, maybe I guess I could have done that. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I could have done that. So it would have been similar to what actually happened in the game. And then I thought I was losing a pawn, or at least here, or a rook. Wasn't quite sure. But I forgot that was my move again. And yeah, so I pushed the pawn, put it on the light square so it's off the purview of this bishop, and so I can defend it without his bishop attacking it, which is what I did. And usually this configuration of pawns is very, it's usually like the best defense. Hello, frankly, with Spanky. It's usually the best defense. With a bishop, maybe, I'm not sure, but especially with like rook and pawn endgames, this is a very strong configuration. So I kind of do that automatically in a lot of cases. And then I'm just defending my pawn. Should be equal here. He checks me and defends his pawn. Then he offers a queen trade, which I had like 4 seconds here to make a decision. I could have kept the status quo without making a trade, but his bishop was a little bit awkward, and my bishop is eyeing the queening square of my pawn. So I did snatch it off and made a push. And yeah, so bring in my king. And then he just has too many pawns on the same color as his bishop and same color as my bishop. So it just worked out in my favor. And we're up a pawn and my king is better. Well, is my king better? Maybe a hair, but I'm up a pawn. That's the main difference here. And yeah, we have 2 connected passed pawns. His pawn is blockaded. And yeah, that's all she wrote. Let's look at that with the engine. Somebody ran it already. So I missed a win here. What did I miss? A fork? Oh, God. Missed the fork because I was so fixated on this bishop h6 threat. I just didn't see the fork. That's pathetic. Yeah. Oh, well. Missed that. Everything else was fine. It said it didn't like this move, though. Apparently bishop h6 now. Yeah, that would have sucked. It's only +1, but we have to give up a pawn. This is not fun to defend now at all. So that, yeah, I missed bishop h6 completely. I had 3 seconds here. But then this was all fine, and then he just blundered when he offered this queen trade. Yeah, I don't know why he shouldn't be doing that anyways, because I have 3 seconds here. He should be giving me problems to solve. That's what I think. Because I only have 3 seconds. So he should be probably moving quickly. And then maybe asking me some questions that I have to answer quickly. Yeah. So yeah, this just loses the game. My king is closer than his is. I have outside pass pawn, and he has more pawns on. He's got 3 out of 5 pawns on dark squares. I have all my pawns on light squares. So this is a very good ending for me. Okay, guys, I'm going to end it there for 2 reasons. One, new all-time high on Lead Chess Blitz, 21:30. Secondly, my voice is worn out. I don't know why, but I better rest it now. Thanks for watching. Have a good night. See you next time. Goodbye.